good evening, and welcome to Off the Dirt with Allie and Joe, presented by M&M Septic Services. This is a production of the American All-Star Series. This is episode 9, titled The Weekly Warrior. I'm Allie Stedman, joined to unite from Florida instead of Virginia as usual, but I'm joined tonight with the CEO of the American All-Star Series, as well as my co-host, Joe Rush. So, Joe, how you doing tonight?
Allie, I'm great, but I am in West Virginia still, like always. And it's not as pretty as it was over the weekend. So it's been rainy and dreary and just not the best of days.
Well, it's been sunny and literally 75 here all week. It's bike week here, so there's a lot of motorcycles and a lot of sound, like loud noises from motorcycles, but it's a good time. We're having a good time here with the softball team. But remember that we are live tonight from all of our social media accounts, my personal Facebook account, as well as Joseph's personal, our series page, our Off the Dirt page, as well as Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. So we're still streaming to all of our social medias, and if you don't go follow these social medias, then go follow, like, friend, whatever you want to do, and let us know you're there, is what I'm trying to say.
Absolutely, and don't forget our YouTube page. If you haven't subscribed there, we're going to have some great footage from Dirt to Media this year on the YouTube page later. So right now it's kind of boring. It's just Allie and I and our shows, which you probably see on the other socials, but there will be some great video footage later this year. So check us out on CrateRacing.com, the website. Stay up to date with all the most latest and greatest information on the American All-Star Series there as well. Don't forget, Off the Dirt merch, Allie. Great polos. I love these polos. Probably my favorite series polo. And the t-shirts from our good friends at Landstone Designs. That's right. So great partner, friend of the series there. Landstone Designs does a great job.
Mm-hmm. We got a friend from Iowa City watching tonight. Wow, that's awesome.
Tim, good to have you.
Out there. But we are back this week with our segment 1 presented by Firefly Token. Firefly Token is a unique high burn token that rewards long-term holders with a team of dedicated developers and an engaged community. It's also a token you can feel good about investing in. Each transfer or sale incurs 15% burn rate, 5% of which goes directly to charitable causes. For us at Firefly, the primary cause we support is conservation of fireflies. The global population is approaching extinction, and with your support, we hope to reverse that trend. So, Joe, I always ask you, how's the token doing?
Token is actually, now's a good time to buy. We're down just a little bit from where we have been. So if you still want to get in, you're still not in yet, now's the time to buy. It's been starting to work its way back up. I'm telling you, folks, we're at 835, I think, holders right now, somewhere in that area. And when we get to 1,000, we get listed on CMC. It's the last requirement we're waiting on to be listed. It's going to soar, and it's growing like crazy already with what we've got. So definitely get on board, get with us. We want to see you get wealthy from this token.
Yes, we do. So it's cheap right now, so go invest while you can, as well as your investment will help save the fireflies. So hello, Beth.
Beth from I-75. Good to have you with us, Beth. We're supposed to have Shannon on in a few weeks, so we're excited to have Shannon with us in a few weeks. But Beth, we appreciate your support of the show.
For sure. Well, speaking of Firefly, how it's pretty much making a move up, Racetrack Connection is officially out for drivers only right now. You can search that on the App Store. It's not out for Android yet. It is on the App Store. Search that for Racetrack Connection. It's under Racetrack Connection Driver because it is only out for drivers right now. And Joe, it's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I played with it some already, used it at the slot car track, Tony Greco's slot car track, who is with us tonight. We've done a little test run there at the slot car track. Great app.
Happy birthday, Tony.
Sorry. Oh, happy birthday, Tony. But great app. Going to be a lot of fun to use at the track, do some trash talking. Allie might talk a little trash to you, even if you're sitting next to me at a track when we're watching sometimes. So, I might still use Racetrack Connection to talk trash rather than trying to yell over the cars. So a great way to communicate with your friends at the track too. So a little trash talk, meet new friends even. Really excited about it, and it should be a great app. Hope everybody gets on board with it and uses it.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool as well. it's going to pretty much give a driver a profile, and that's what it's used for right now. The drivers can go in, enter their driver information, their what they've done in the past, how many wins they've had, where they've raced, what their sponsors are, what other side jobs they have that they offer on the side. Pretty much, it's going to be great for fans, especially if you go to a track and you don't know many of the local drivers there. You can look on Racetrack Connection, and it'll show you who's driving on the track. Yeah, so speaking of drivers,
we got this viewer kind of gives a little hint because it's the mother of the driver that we're about to be joined by.
Yes. So speaking of drivers, we are joined tonight with our special guest, AJ Hicks, which is the American All-Star Weekly Champion for 2021. So we'll go ahead and bring him in. Hi, AJ. How are you doing?
Pretty good. How are you guys?
Good.
I'm doing good. It's good to have you here with us tonight, AJ. Really excited to have you on. You know, weekly racing just kicked off this past Saturday. You're behind the 8 ball again.
I wouldn't believe
it. So, you know, we'll just jump right into it. We got some questions for you. I'm excited about this interview tonight.
Mm-hmm. So I know you had a really great 2021 season, especially with the weekly championship with the American All-Stars. But tell us a little bit about your racing career prior to 2021.
It started off real slow, a bunch of second places. I think I finished second my first year racing, probably like 9 times. And I thought I was never going to get a win. Then we went to our second season, didn't do worth a crap. Then third season got my first win, and from there we picked up 30. I've raced 6 years and got 30 wins. Last year being the best of 15.
That's awesome. Well, that's what I want to talk about. Talk to us about that. It was a magical season. I mean, you know, you'll probably – I'd like to say this season's going to be better, but the seasons like that are hard to repeat and especially hard to improve upon. So talk to us about your magical season and that run you made for the weekly championship in 2021.
It was definitely magical. It was – I tell you what, we won 3 at the start of the year, and I think that's pretty good, you know. If we can get a couple more. I was shooting for like 6 or 7, and then Willard opened up, and then we got a win, got another win. Then I'm thinking, we can win this weekly thing. So I stayed right there, and we hung in there like a hair and a biscuit and won it.
That's right. And, you know, there were a couple double points nights, but with the way your season went, I went back and looked, and you would have won the championship with or without those double points nights being included.
And that's what I looked at. I was looking at other places to go in the race because I didn't think I was going to win that many. I was already scheduling other weekly tracks to go and get points. But it was a good season for sure. I don't know if I can top that or not.
Absolutely.
Awesome. It was definitely interesting to watch, but how many? I know you said you had a lot last season, but how many career wins do you have? And like, have you only ran late models or like across what?
I run some super stuff for a while, and I didn't get no wins. We run good, but no wins. Everything come in the crates, and we got 30 wins in the crates in 6 years of racing. But the super stuff's just another level. It's just hard to win in the super.
No, absolutely. You know, we're actually seeing it with our first champion, Tyler Arrington, was there at Smokey this past week and missed the show. You know, and he's definitely one with the series too. So definitely see that, and you know, across the you know, all drivers, I think. But which one of your wins, AJ, would you call your most memorable victory? Which one sticks out for you?
Actually, I got 3 that's kind of really tight.
Right.
My first win came at 201 Speedway. So that meant a lot, you know, getting that first win. And then Willard opening back up, and I got the race there and got my first win there because that's my home track. And then winning that big race for your series there at Willard, that was another good one. So those 3 are really, really close.
So let me ask you, if you win 15,000 this year, where's that? You think that'll jump above all 3 of them?
By far, easily.
So you said Willard's your home track, but I want to know, like, what's your favorite track and your least favorite track, especially like obviously on the tour of the American All-Star Series.
My favorite track has to be Willard because that's just where I grew up. That's my home place. I gotta say Willard, but my least favorite track, I don't know. I kind of like them all because I mean, we ain't got much racetracks left. I don't want to talk bad about any racetrack. They all do good things and have good. They do what they can to stay open. You know, that's I can't talk bad about any of them. They're all good racetracks.
So what track are you most excited for to run this season on our schedule?
On the tour, I-75 is probably one of them. I've heard a lot about it. I'm kind of excited to get there the first 2 races, and really Wartburg. I've heard a lot about it too. So
those are tracks that fit your driving style. From you and I've talked to you don't like the big tracks as well. Those 2 tracks, I mean, I would say I-75 layout wise and things, size of the track are very similar to your home track in Willard. So
now don't jinx me, Joe. I don't want to go down there and not make you.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to say do the promoter's jinx there, but it's a track that definitely should fit your driving style. Okay. I promoted you as running the tour all year. I know that's what you want to try to do. What are you really hoping to do on the 2022 season? And do you think you can be the one true American All-Star and win both championships?
I do, but that's a long shot. I'm going to take it race by race. That's one of those things. A season can go your way real easy, or it can go the other way really easy. I mean, a couple races you don't finish, that hurts you in points. So points racing is very difficult. So I'm going to give it a shot, but I'm not going to say I'm going to be the American All-Star. Both of them.
I can't imagine how difficult that'll be. But if there's a nice little bonus there if you do it. So it definitely extra $5,000.
That's a perfect season.
Well, yeah, that's right. That's a perfect season. So, and then you just win the 15,000 at your home track too, and you.
I think I'll retire if all that happens.
Oh, well,
we had a good run.
This wasn't a question I asked you about, but talk about your parents being track owners. Willard is your home track, but they also own it and operate it, and are having some big races this year. And I'm sure it's special for you to be a part of all these big races that the track has never had. So talk to us a little bit about that and what it's like to be involved, because I know you don't just let them run the track totally without being input at all. So
no, I definitely put my input in, and believe me, I put my input in for the crates, and I think the crates is the best thing coming, and they just keep growing and growing and growing in our area. And that's something I think our area needed a long time ago, just now starting to get here. But yeah, Mom and Dad, they put their heart and soul in the Willard. They do. And people do not understand the work behind the scenes that it takes to make a track go. And this what they have did in the past year, it's unbelievable, really, what they've accomplished.
I agree. And the improvements that your dad's planning for this year, I'm really excited to see it. And I'm excited that we're a part of the biggest race that's already ever happened there, and we're going to break that record 3 more times this year.
Yeah, and I'm going to win all 3.
You're going to have a really good season, AJ.
Yeah, for sure. But we know that you like the American All-Stars and you travel with us, but we don't know who helps you out getting up and down the road.
I got first of all, I got to thank my wife. I've got a 1-year-old, and it's made it tough, but she makes do. I take off, and most of the time they go with me, but it's going to make it really hard this year traveling, but we'll try to get through it. And then I got my sponsors, KLM Electric, Not Marine, Felty Farms, SBR, Shane Bailey Racing. And then I got some buddies that help out, Bernie, Adam. They're pretty much my crew. Everybody's volunteer, I can't pay nobody, but that's how we get by.
It definitely a love for racing. We all share that. And, is there any closing thoughts before I let you go, AJ? I had a great time with you at the Knoxville Trade Show there week before last.
Yeah, that big bus you ran us over with. That's my closing thought.
Yeah. So, if you missed it, we talked about it last week. AJ tried to break the rules, and the promoter of the event was standing right next to us while AJ was trying to break the rules. So, I had to tell on him.
Yeah, it's not that you had to. It's just you're entitled to.
Yeah, like Shane said, he's that kid in the history class when somebody does something else, he's pointing the finger at.
That's right. That's right.
Or that kid that raises his hand and says, "Are we still taking the quiz today?"
Yes.
So, I had a great time with you there, AJ. Looking forward to you being on the road with us this year. Seems like we got a great group of racers that are planning to run the full tour. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to having you guys. Glad to have Shane on board with us as a sponsor for the series as well. Appreciate you introducing us there last weekend. But AJ, I just can't wait to get started. I think we got 3 more shows counting tonight. 3 more shows after tonight before our first race. So we're less than a month away now, and I'm really excited about it. So we got good luck there from our buddy Randy Arms Sr. Randy Arms Jr. races at your track some there, and one of our weekend racers. So we appreciate you coming on tonight, AJ. With nothing else to be said, we'll let you go and enjoy your evening.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so that was AJ Hicks, our 2021 weekly champion for the American All-Star Series. But the American All-Star Series, as well as our weekly points series, would not be anything without PPM Racing products. So here's a quick word from him.
When you start with the strongest American steel, apply the smartest techniques. Let artesian quality craftsmen do the work. What you end up with is just better than anything else you can get.
Welcome back to Off the Dirt with Allie and Joe, presented by Inman Septic Services. This is the production of the American All-Star Series. We just met with our weekly champion of 2021. But don't forget about Racetrack Connection. It is out for drivers right now, and it's going to be out for fans soon. It's on the App Store. You can search it by searching Racetrack Connection Driver, because it's specifically for drivers right now. So, Joe, tell us a little bit about Racetrack Connection.
Racetrack Connection is a great app, social media just for racing. None of the other political mumbo jumbo that you get on all the other websites. So shouldn't be any fighting there. Should just be a lot of fun. There may be some trash talk on race day at certain events and the great chat feature that Sherman has developed and put into it. But really excited about it, and looking forward to all our racers using the app, Allie. And it's great having a PR girl, because you can make sure that we have 100% participation within the series.
Yes, and I actually downloaded the app and put myself in as a driver, but I didn't know it was specifically for drivers at that point.
You're a slot car racer.
Yeah, so pretty much you can go to the app. You can go to the tracks section, and then you can go into your account and hit my profile, and then you can put all of your history in, and then all your car details, so your hometown, your chassis, your engine, everything like that, so everybody can see that for you. Pretty much it's going to be pretty cool for the drivers to put all their information in, especially for the fans.
Yeah, it's going to be great. What have you got? 7th place is your best career finish in slot car racing that you can put in there?
I finished 6th.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, 5th.
5th. You had a top 5. You put that in there. You had a top 5. So
one top 5 finish at Midway International.
So Rusty Webb's here. You might have to go train Rusty on how to use the app. I can see Rusty maybe struggling with the app a little bit, but you go over and train him. Rusty's our points. Well, Rusty's driver Hayden is our points leader right now in the weekly series after the first week of racing. So he is holding the points lead there. We'll talk about that a little more here in just a little bit. Sherman wants to know about your slot car. So actually, you don't have a full slot car of your own right now. You just have a body.
I just have a body, but it's a cute body, and it's technically not my slot car either. It's Jesse Rain's slot car, but I have my number on there and everything. That's my little slot car.
So, yeah, Sherman said the other day he'd like to see a picture of it. So there it is. Josh, that's something for the bloopers. Joe. We will come back to this in the bloopers section. We'll talk about that in the bloopers section, Josh. Don't let us forget.
Side
when
note,
we get
Joe
there.
wrecks everybody at
Side
the
note.
But we're going to dedicate this segment to talking about the Eagle Racing Engines Mini Points Fund, or I-75. They're going to be doing a mini points fund for all of the 604 late model drivers at the I-75 Raceway season opener for the American All-Star Series. So we're just going to go over what they're going to be giving away. There's a crazy amount of stuff that they are giving away, doing for these points people and everything. So it's gonna be really awesome to see how many cars come out for this and how many cars get stuff at the end of the weekend.
Yeah, Allie, I'm really excited about this. The Hitchcocks did most all of this by themselves. I helped with a couple. And then some other people saw what they were doing and got involved as well, which we'll mention that when we get down here to the end of it, when we talk about that bonus. But, big shout out to Corey, Chad, Mike Hitchcock. All three went to work hard to put this mini points fund together for the opening weekend. So not only is it the biggest purses we've ever had for an opening weekend for the series, but now this mini points fund there just adds to it. So there's no reason we shouldn't have a huge field of cars to start the season.
And it's going to be a 2-day race. And some of these, there's some
two
money on the
two
line.
races in 2 days.
2 races, 2 days, 2 races. But some of these are contingencies. Some of them are actual money, cash on the line. There's some subscriptions. There's different stuff. We're just going to go over these in our segment 2 today. But first, we're going to go through the points. So the first 7 in the points will get something. So first place in the points will get a PPM Racing Products and Brewster's Services Group. They're putting up $1,000 to win the points and 2 free Hoosier tires.
Those Hoosier tires are like gold right now too, so that's a great,
for real,
great first place. That's going to make first place worth nearly $1,500. So that's a really good prize there. We'll click that at the same time, Allie. Robert Roberts will be in the house with us at both. Robert, I sent you a message about some sheet metal, so you might want to check your messages. I'm not sure if you got that or not. So that's a great prize. Awesome of everybody that came together to put that deal up and make it happen. Romans, I'll explain that when we get down there to the weekly. You got to join as a member to earn points. But anyways, we'll talk about that more here in just a little bit. So that prize is on the line there with that deal. Second place is going to go to get a WPR fab. $500 credit towards a complete body, deck, spoiler, roof, and everything you need there, plus 1 free Hoosier tire. So another great prize there for second place.
And you talk about like the amount of money just in between first and second that's been donated to this mini points fund. I mean, just in tires, that's $600-700 right there in just tires, plus $1,000, plus a complete body, deck, spoiler, and roof. But and then you have third place in the points from Pro Fabrication. They're going to do a polished job on a set of ProFab headers, but this is only valid if you are a person who has ProFab headers.
ProFab is the official header of the American All-Star Series, and many, 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 many racers that race with us do go out and support. That's, one great thing about our racers are they support those that support us. So appreciate you guys for helping those that help us. It helps keep the series going. Both fourth and fifth place will be a yearly subscription to Dirt to Media. Now, that's a pretty cool prize because I talk to our racers and they tell me, Joe, we like to go back and watch our races. We want to see where we messed up. I talked to, it was a few weeks ago, it was back during the winter, I talked to Dylan Brown, and he was watching a race from back in the summer. Watch it again, some places that he messed up. Actually, it was when he won one of the 10,000 win races, but he still looked for places he could make it better. So that's a really cool deal. You can go back, watch all of your races that you run with us in 2022 if you win either one of those fourth or fifth place prizes.
Mm-hmm. And it's certainly going to be awesome because they're all going to be on demand, and so you can go back and watch any of those. But sixth place in the points from New Arrow, Ricky Green, he's going to be sponsoring a spoiler kit for the sixth place in the points for the opening weekend.
Great deal there. Ricky's got some really good spoilers, and we're glad to have Ricky on board and doing that one. That is the one place I helped the Hitchcocks a little bit with this deal. I made that deal happen there. So sixth place, Ricky. What happens if you win your own spoiler? Are you going to give yourself a spoiler that weekend? So I'm curious to hear what you're going to do there. I'm sure you're planning to win that $1,000 though. So, excited. Ricky's watching tonight. He'll be with us next week. That's a little. Well, there you go. I told everybody early. Sorry, Allie, I messed up your blooper segment. All right. 7th place. It will be get a Shorty Shocks credit, $200 towards a rebuild of Shorty Shocks. So really, really excited for that prize as well. Another great prize there coming on board.
You're right. That will save some money.
Save some money if he finishes 6th that weekend. So, and Sherman's got some hats we're going to give away too, but that's going to be throughout the whole season. So really excited about Sherman doing that for us as well.
Yes. So that is for the first 7 places in the points. So those are going to be your top 7 in the points when they finish the opening weekend. And then now we're going to go into all the heat wins, dashes, hard looks, pretty much all your contingency awards.
Ellie, I do want to mention specifically here that these prizes are on top of the prizes we already do at each and every event. So this is on top in addition to prizes that are already given out by the series.
So pretty much these are just going to be your heat wins, dashes, hard looks, everything like that, plus what we give away for the series. But Savage race cars, for the highest finishing Savage each night will receive uppers and lowers and spindles. But you can't be the same person for each night, but they will be giving away uppers, lowers, and spindles for each night.
That's a really great prize. I'm sure Terry Poor will be going for that one. He's the first one that comes to mind there in the Savage camp. I know we've got some others, but Terry Poor is planning to run the full season this year. So excited. I know he'll be excited to go for that money there. Black Diamond Race Cars is going to give the highest finishing diamond each night a complete crash kit. This is, again, something that can't be won by the same person both nights. So complete crash kit for the highest finishing Black Diamond race car each night.
Yep, and that's going to be pretty cool too. But the competition racing equipment, first guy to not make the show each night will receive $100 in cash. Joe, we're expecting quite a few cars, so you may have to work that out for the first guy to not make the show, especially
we may have 2 B mains, might have to split that. I'll talk to the Hedgecops and competition and see how they want to do that. Obviously, the fastest B main is your first B main, so that's technically the first guy out, but we'll see exactly how they want to do that. That weekend. Our buddy Greg Martin, another competitor that's run with the series, 1 point money in the first year of the series, for Bodies by Skinny, is going to do hard luck each night and do a $200 credit towards a body from Bodies by Skinny. So probably a smart marketing move there from Greg. Hard luck generally is somebody that's been involved in an accident, so they might need a new body. So really good prize there for the Hard Luck Award, because might need it after that first weekend if you're winning that award.
Martell Sign Company is going to give the first qualifier of each night $250 credit towards a full wrap from Martell Signs. That's pretty cool because that's going to save them a lot of money on a wrap, especially in this. You may not need it at the beginning, but you can use it towards your next one in the middle of the season if you need it.
That's right. And Martell puts out some nice cars, that's for sure. Nice wraps on those cars. So Stealth Carbs is going to give the first place driver each night a free carb freshen.
And Corey Hedgecock, the second place for each night, will receive a $500 credit towards a complete body, deck, roof, supports, and spoiler.
That's right. High Velocity Heads is going to do a free carb spacer to the third place finisher each night.
And Warrior Race Cars, Hard Charger on night 1, only on night 1, will receive $100 cash.
Nice little prize there from our buddy Mike Knuckles at Warrior Race Cars, Rookie of the Year sponsor for the series. Night 2, Jed Emmert's taking over the Hard Charger Award for the bonus prize with a excess power battery charger coming your way if you're the Hard Charger on night number 2.
And Jed Emmert is also doing Heat 1 winner each night. Will receive a $100 gift certificate to XS Power. XS Power Jeez, I couldn't talk there for a second.
We have nights like that, Allie. Eagle Racing Engines is going to come back with Heat 2 and give the winner each night a set of pulleys from Eagle Racing Engines.
That'll save some money as well.
This next one's a really good prize from our buddy Justin Cockerham.
For sure. Justin Cockerham from Hyperco Dash win on night 2. Only on night 2 will receive 4 springs from Hyperco Springs.
That's really awesome. That's a great prize. The VP has put up for Dash Night 1 a drum of X85 fuel.
Mm-hmm. And then Eagle Racing Engines is doing a $1,000 bonus if one of their engines, so Eagle Racing Engines, can sweep the weekend and win the A-main both nights.
That's right. So one driver, when Eagle engine wins both nights, they will get that prize. And then our friends at Phantom saw Eagle jumping on board and doing all this excitement. So Phantom Racing Engines has agreed to do a $2,000 bonus if one of their drivers sweeps the weekend. So really cool to see. These are a bunch of different companies all coming together to make one great opening weekend for our friends, the Littletons, for us, the series at I-75 Raceway. Can't wait. Only a few weeks away. As far as I'm concerned, anybody could win. We've got some new drivers coming on board. We've got some new fresh faces. We've got some old series veterans at this point returning here in the 4th season. I think it's going to be a really great opening weekend. And, while you're not there, Allie, I'll make sure that that what you're missing.
Thanks. But I wish I could be there. But it's definitely going to get the 2022 season kicked off the right way, because I think we're going to have, you all are going to have a lot of cars and a lot of people eager to get out on the track and race. But speaking of people being eager to get out on the racetrack, you had, the American All-Star Series had their weekly opening weekend this past weekend at Smoky Mountain Speedway. I was not able to attend, but Joe was, so Joe, tell us a little bit about the race.
Can you say that again? The weekly opening weekend?
The weekly opening weekend.
Weekly opening weekend. That's right. It was a weekly opening weekend. Of course, you've got to be a member to earn points. That's what our rules always been. You got to join as a member when you to get points. But like I said, Hayden Cardwell currently has the points lead because they did join as a member. The race started with a caution on lap 1. Terry Poor hopefully is getting the bad luck out of the way. Was involved in the incident there on lap 1, along with the 14 Junior, 22T of Tim Clark, I'm sorry. The 46, the 1 of Daniel Shelton, the 08, the 11, the 07, and the 317 of Mike Bargo. Right off the bat, Terry and Mike Bargo were done for the night, unfortunately, and the 22A was also done after the first incident. Fast all night was Cameron Weaver, the 22 of Hayden Cardwell, and the 7T of Tyler Price. I want to talk about Tyler here in just a minute. But first, want to congratulate Cameron Weaver on that win. The 22, Hayden's a pretty new driver to the 604 world and racing with this deal. So I've got to say, it looks like he's going to be able to hang in there and compete with about anybody he wants to all season long. I think he's got a good start, and he'll be running for that Warrior Race Cars Rookie of the Year on the tour. So I would say that he was aggressive, but not hard on equipment. The Casey Bell's kind of gave me a little recap because I was stuck in the pit shack helping Casey Moses out this weekend. So, but another one that he mentioned really, really looks to have improved a lot this season is Tyler Price. Tyler Price, a great young competitor. He's 18, 19 years old. And he just gets better and better each time he hits the racetrack. Very stout field of cars there this weekend, 21 cars, and Tyler finished with a top 3. So I think, Casey and I were discussing it. We both agree. Yeah, definitely look for some more top finishes for Tyler this year. I think he'll be one to watch all season long. Hope he hits the touring race to start the season there at I-75. I think he'll be right there in the mix of things, battling it out. So, it was a great weekend opener for the weekend warriors of the American All-Star Series. and I just look for it to continue. It'll be another exciting points season. Hayden Cardwell, like I said, jumping out to the early points lead. But guys like AJ Hicks and guys like Ronnie Martin that race at Natural Bridge, Sean Wetzel, those guys will get fired up and be competing and battling soon. And it'll be another great points season for the weekly series, no doubt.
For sure. It's going to be a great weekly series because, I mean, no matter if we're racing for a tour, whether we're racing weekly, we have stacked field cards. We have a crazy amount of competition within our tour, and it's certainly going to be exciting to watch for 2022. So stay tuned for 2022 because we're about to kick it off. You said we have 3 episodes after this one until opening weekend, so it's going to be awesome. But the American All-Star Series would be nothing without our title sponsor, PPM Racing Products. So here's a quick word from them.
When you start with the strongest American steel, apply the smartest techniques. Let artesian quality craftsmen do the work. What you end up with is just better than anything else you can get.
Welcome back to Off the Dirt with Allie and Joe, presented by M&M Septic Services. This is a production of the American All-Star Series. We've met with our special guest for the night, AJ Hicks, the 2021 weekly champion, as well as talked about our opening weekend at I-75, the mini points fund that Eagle Racing Engines have put together for us. And now we are on to our segment 3 of our schedule talk. But first, we want to pretty much keep talking about Racetrack Connection and how it's out for drivers right now.
Out for drivers. Sherman's working his tail off to make this app go. Download the app, give it a shot. I think you'll like it. It has the way you can ask for sponsors, you can put your resume in, you can buy and sell stuff. I know that's one thing that the racers that have used it and looked at it have really reiterated to me. They like that we can get on there and buy and sell stuff. So, you know, Allie, you could technically get on there and sell your slot car body if you needed to.
Yeah, I could. But one of the cool features that I noticed about the app that I thought was really cool was that I put in my hometown was Kingsport, Tennessee, and it popped up every track that was near me in Tennessee. So all tracks that I'm pretty familiar with, but it's pretty cool to see how it narrowed down the tracks in the state. It was really awesome. But it's going to be cool for all the fans, all the drivers, and the racing world in general. But, Joe, we have not announced where we're doing our TBAs yet.
Oh, no, we haven't. I have no idea where those might be taking place. Actually, I do know, as well as anybody that was at the Knoxville Trade Show, so Allie doesn't know. Sorry, folks. But
I do know.
Allie, you weren't there. You're supposed to act like you don't know. So I'm really excited about those TBAs, getting closer and closer to being able to announce them all over the internet for everyone to see. Getting more and more positive news each and every day toward this big announcement that we're going to get to make hopefully by the beginning of April. Just keep holding tight with us, folks. I promise it's coming. There's just some things that we got to do before we can make these announcements officially and publicly. But know that one of those announcements, even if it comes at the beginning of April, is going to be a race that's 10,000 to win on April 30th.
10,000 to win. It's going to be amazing, and it's going to add a lot of spice to our 2022 schedule. Even though I don't know where it's at.
Even though you don't know where it's at. That's right. So, so some other stuff that will be announced, including our TBA weekly championship. That'll be announced when we announce it. Randy Kinder here with us watching. He's excited about this announcement. I think he was at the Knoxville.
He was at the show,
so he knows what these TBAs are, Allie. So really, really excited about that. But we, in what we're going to talk about tonight with tonight's schedule, one of those TBAs is in there. But before we get there, we've got a Friday night race at your personal favorite track.
Yes. But we need to pretty much say this is the 4th annual Crystal Cup weekend. So this 3-day weekend for the American All-Star Series. And we kick the 3-day weekend off on September 2nd at Natty B Speedway for $3,000 to win.
That's right. The Crystal Cup has been around since the inception of the series. Really excited to be able to continue this Labor Day weekend tradition now. I think it's been around long enough to call it a tradition, Allie. One track has been a part of all 4, and it's the track we'll talk about last, but we got to talk about Natty B first. So Natty B, $3,000 to the winner on Friday night. Natty B put on one of the most exciting races we had in the 2021 season. But unless you were there, you didn't get to see it because it was a non-points race that happened after our pay-per-view agreement had ended.
Yeah, and I've always liked Natural Bridge. It's just awesome. It's just an awesome atmosphere because, one, they have crate racing there weekly. Like, it's a local thing. And so they bring crate drivers every week. So they have 25, 30 cars on a weekly basis. And then we bring our cars to Natural Bridge, and it just puts on a great show. And so the way their track is just laid out, the way the racing goes there is just exciting and amazing.
And it's cool there, too, because there's a lot of guys that still have open trailers. And I don't know. I just really like the open trailer thing. I think it's really awesome. You get to see the cars as they're rolling down the road, rolling into the racetrack. It's one of my favorite features of, going there. You get to watch the cars roll in just like I did when I was a kid at my home track of Beckley. So it reminds me of that. It reminds me of some of the olden days and some great things from racing history. That race we had there last fall, man, oh man, Natural Bridge is a hidden gem. Robert Roberts is in the open trailer gang. Robert Roberts has the most unique trailer in racing with his boat trailer. It's pretty awesome. But Natural Bridge is kind of a hidden gem, a hidden jewel that the series visits. A lot of people don't even realize there's a track there until after we go there. And once they go there, they love it. So really, really excited to get back there this year multiple times. Terry Basham's watching from Princeton, West Virginia, but good to have you, Terry. But I'm excited about Natty B and heading back there twice this year during the points season.
Yeah, Natty B is awesome. My favorite part about Natty B is 3 and 4 when they can come off and they go literally on the top of 3 and 4. You got to be careful because you could just go right over the edge over the bank.
Yeah, and it went under new ownership for when we went back the second time last season, Joseph Glassford and his crew. And they're doing a good job of promoting it and kind of getting the word out about the track. It's kind of sit there, not been a whole lot of social media activity for it. And Allie, with our class coming up in a couple of weeks, that's one of the most important things in today's racing world.
It is. But once we hit Natty B, we're going to on September 3rd. The day after, we're traveling to I don't know where.
So you don't know where, but it's 5,000 to win. That's a pretty darn good running race right there. 5,000 to win. This is a big weekend. I mean, 2 5s and a 3, and might get the 1 5 up a little later. We'll talk about our plans there. So $13,000. Maybe we could just find us a sponsor, and somebody wins all 3. Then we can give them an extra $2,000 and just call it an even 15.
A 3-weekend sweep. So. Be paying attention because that announcement could be coming next week, could be coming in April. You don't know, but it's coming and it's coming soon.
It might be an Easter Sunday announcement. That would be a cool time to announce, Allie.
Hey, I'm going to Bristol on Easter Sunday.
Are you really?
Yeah, we have off, so I'm going to Bristol.
We've got, we're probably going to be at Lake Cumberland very late the night before.
Yeah, but I'll be in Bristol.
Okay. Well, unless we're making an announcement, then plans might have to change.
Why not do it at Bristol?
That's a great place to do it. Robert Roberts is going to be with us for the Crystal Cup again this year. He ran all 3 nights last year. Worked his tail off and made it to all 3 events. So we appreciate Robert. But 3-day swing again. So night number 3, the most important crate race in crate racing.
Yes. Night number 3 is like you said, the most important race in crate racing, but this is also the oldest crate race in the country. This is the 20th annual Pro Late Model Nationals at Wythe Raceway, and it is a $5,000 to win on September 4th, the last day of the Crystal Cup.
That's right. The 20th annual 20th annual. We've been a part of the last 3, and we're going to be a part of the 20th. Really excited about that. Been some really great racing with us since we've been going there. The first year was one that we went was 2019. Ross White took the win that weekend in the Flying Zero car. In 2020, we saw, in 2020, the 10,000 to win race had got backed up because of a rain out. So actually, Tyler Arrington would take the win on the 18th annual Pro Late Model Nationals, and he would win the $10,000. It was his first career win with the series and his biggest career win ever. So that was a great race, and he wanted his home track. So, it's probably extra special for him. We heard AJ talking about winning at his home track and winning a touring race. So Tyler picked up 10 grand and won the Pro Late Model Nationals. So I'm sure that's one that's extra special to him and he will always remember. And then this past season, the winner was
Ricky Green.
Going to be running for the American All-Star Rookie of the Year this year. Had just moved up within about a month and a half before. Ran his first ever crate race with us at Charlotte. Made the show. First ever 604 race. And then he came and with 70 cars at Charlotte. But then he came to Withville. And he will tell you things went his way because Brandon Umberger had him covered that night. Had a hard hit, lost a wheel. But sometimes you just got to have a little luck on your side. And then he did what he took to win the race. So,
for sure.
Excited about the 20th annual Pro Late Model Nationals. No, we're looking to secure some sponsorship to make that race extra special. So, keep your eyes peeled. We might be able to make that race pay a little more to win. So stay with us, folks.
Yeah.
On that.
And so that is the 4th annual Crystal Cup weekend. That is the weekend to go see in September. It's a 3-day weekend, so you get 3 days of racing at 3 different racetracks with some great competition because there's a lot of drivers who follow that 3-day weekend.
Yeah, a lot of drivers will be running. And I'll tell you, I know where the Saturday night track is, and it's probably one of the most logistical 3-day weekends we've ever done. It plays in just like the 3-day weekend we're doing this year on the 4th of July weekend, another very good logistical weekend for racers and for us. So really excited about that. I like Cody's idea of the Open Trailer Nationals. I didn't miss
the Open Trailer back.
I'm saving the comment before that for the bloopers. So we'll get to that in a little bit. That comment got some bad news for him. But, I'm really, really excited about the Pro Late Model Nationals. We always put up, I'll go ahead and tell you, there'll be a $500 bonus mini points fund that weekend for whoever has the best average finish of all 3 races. I can go ahead and guarantee that, lock that down, make it official, whatever you have to do, Allie, to tell people on social media that it is going to happen. There will be a $500 bonus that weekend. At least help somebody with their fuel bill.
Yeah, for sure. But, this weekend that we're talking about, the 4th annual Crystal Cup weekend, would not be possible without any of the American All-Star Series sponsors. So here's a quick list of those. Welcome back to Off the Dirt with Allie and Joe, presented by M&M Safety Services. This is a production of the American All-Star Series, and we've made it to the last segment of our show, which is one of our favorite segments of the show. This is called the blooper segment, so we get to talk about how much we messed up tonight and pretty much how much we suck at doing this whole podcast thing, which I don't think we're that bad. We haven't really messed up that much, even though I messed up tonight.
You did mess up your logo. Neither one of us
did.
talk very well. We're from the South. We forget how to talk sometimes. Sorry, folks. Huge shout out to...
I just get excited.
That's right. This show is just so exciting. We mess up on our words. Huge shout out Robert Roberts buying some PPM. That's how we keep the series going. Robert, we appreciate you supporting those that support the series. All right, so we got some comments here that we need to go back and we need to address. The first one is this one from Kendall Tucker himself. Kendall, you're probably going to be broke for a while because I've got bad news. Racing season's here. We're not going to be doing any more iRacing until probably next December or January. Sorry.
He hasn't raced for money since he won the last iRace.
And honestly, you need to be racing too, so you're too busy to iRace as well. And you know, just to add to it, with more bad news, once we make this other announcement we have to make, we could be racing in December. So, you know, iRacing may have to take a back burner. So
and he may volunteer his work at this announcement.
There's our weekly points leader, Hayden Cardwell.
Come on.
That's right. Tell him what needs to happen. Really, Hayden, he just needs to get a 604 and come race with us is what needs to happen. I mean, that's the most logistical. That's the smartest thing to do. So
Benji may just let him hop in the 604. Kendall have national. See, he tests Saturday, so he should be worried about his own car right now.
All right. We've just tossed. We got another comment. Oh, I gotta go. That's right. Benji can provide him a new car. So we've got him set up.
Fabrication.
We're ready for Kendall to tour. All right, we got another one. All right. So, there was a comment earlier that we're supposed to go back to from our friend Josh Patch. And she does really like to wreck people. Everything that I've ever raced her against her in, that's what she does. She wrecks people.
Okay, Josh. When we are racing slot cars and I'm there and all these little tracks come out, it's not because of me. Most of the time, it's because of you guys.
Now, there have been a couple times that she and the Rain Man have been in my way. And in slot car racing, let me just explain to it for how it works, for those of you that have never done it. In slot car racing, the inside man in the corner has line. So there have been a few times.
Line. It runs in one line.
There may have been a few times that I've been on the inside of Allie and she didn't give me the line and she got wrecked in slot cars. It may have happened once or twice, but she just wasn't observing the common courtesy of giving the inside man the line.
So if people are on here that don't know about slot car racing, the car has a slot and it goes in this little, like it has a little ticker and it goes down in the slot.
It's called a guide flag.
And it goes literally in the direction in which the slot is going. How do you decide where? How do you decide? Do I slow down? Oh, we gotta let him go. No.
That's right. When I'm on the inside line, that's how it works, Allie. You gotta slow down, let him go. That's how it's supposed to work. That's exactly how it's supposed to work. No. So
if Tony is here, if Tony Greco is here, Tony, tell him I'm not that bad and I don't wreck everyone. It's everybody else that's wrecking.
Tony's gone.
Me and Tony are the best.
Look at this. You done got Robert Roberts scared to let us go out there and drive his car now.
I don't wreck people. It's Joe. So you need to worry about Joe if he's going to wreck me in his car.
So, Allie, it's looking bad for the old home team.
Why?
Because you wreck people. You're known. You're now known as somebody that wrecks people. Every time we have a show.
next time we go to a go-kart track, I'm going to ask for the footage to make sure that I'm not wrecking people.
That's right. Just stay in front. Good point, Robert. That's exactly what we have to do.
So
All
if
right.
you stay in front, then
You can't wreck me if I'm in front of you.
Okay, we're going back to the time we went to the go-kart track in Pigeon Forge. When
you cut me off.
No,
when I had the line.
I was in front, but I had the line.
No, I was already there.
The person in front had the line.
No, I was already there.
That's what you just said.
I had the line that way.
No.
That's different than slot car
over.
racing. Oh, is it? Where's your family at tonight?
They watched Ashley play early. No, they didn't. Ashley played yesterday. I don't know.
They always are with us. Oh, yeah, okay.
Mama was here. Right. She told us we look good.
That's right. Professional here at Off the Dirt with. All right, Allie, tomorrow's West Virginia Motorsports Day.
Yeah.
I have to get up at like 4 a.m.
Better go to bed now.
It's going to be a great day.
Just be like.
I love the morning time. Anyways.
I'm going to pick Natty B.
Yeah, I think that's the best. There's less walls to hit.
There's more creeks to run into.
More creeks to run into. But we'll put Jesse Raines there. He'll make sure everything's all right.
Yeah.
I got to spend the weekend with the Rain Man.
I know. I talked to Rain Man over the weekend.
He told me, he said, I don't ever talk to Allie, but sometimes I randomly send her messages and talk. And then he said a word that he says that I don't say, but he said, I'll just randomly sometimes decide to message Allie and talk. And that's his conversations with you, I guess.
We got two iRacers going at it. Two real racers too, but they're teammates, technically.
Kendall, I think that's coming from Benji, is what Hayden was suggesting.
Yeah, Hayden was suggesting that Benji buy you a 604.
I'm on board with that.
But Benji may be following the tour a lot more this year, considering what happened to Super.
He probably doesn't want you bringing that up on the show.
Just saying. Benji's not watching. Look, Kendall.
2013 Masters build. Benji might be watching. Benji really likes me.
Benji doesn't watch this.
He might.
Watching, but that's it.
Benji might be out there somewhere watching the show. As Allie takes a moment away from the mic to die. Welcome back, Allie.
Thanks. So also my team was not a fan of you saying I had the flu when I did not have the flu.
Well, you know, you weren't real clear in what you had, but I had to let people know that we weren't running the show. So
I was on my deathbed. I know that.
Yes. So the flu, deathbed, I mean, it sounds like the same thing. I could have said COVID, but then people would have been scared of you. So I didn't say COVID because that scares people of you. You don't want people to be scared of you. The flu is less scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what else. I mean, I could have said Allie is on her deathbed. And then everybody would have been sending everybody would have been sending in all this stuff like Allie's on her deathbed. Prayers for Allie.
Pray for Allie.
Yeah, that's what would have been coming. So I
wonder if people even know my last name. Like, I'm pretty sure people just know me by
Allie. Look,
I know
right
it's
here
there
on the screen. See right there?
I know it's there.
Right.
Like people who actually.
I can't get my hand to turn the way I need it to turn. Right there. There's your name. Allie Steadman.
But people don't know, like, all you say is Allie, 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 Allie.
You have nightmares about me saying Allie.
I told my coach, because he gave us meal money to go around this week, and he was like, sign your name so you know you got your money. I was like, okay. And he was like, you didn't sign your full name? I was like, yeah, because I don't go by my full name really anymore.
So. So Hayden at Smokey, unfortunately, Smokey lost Dustin this past year, and I got stuck doing some of his tasks, which I have not really ever done at a racetrack, but I was pretty much locked away in a building for most of the night. Sorry about that, buddy. Really missed Dustin. We really felt it this past Saturday. Got choked up thinking about him a couple times, but sorry I didn't get to chat with you, Hayden. I was kind of locked in the building all night long.
Welcome to everybody else's duties.
But Hayden, at our races, before the races, I don't really. Okay, I'm not going to say that. I have.
Don't say that. I know exactly what you're about to say.
I have a very important job to do before the races, and that is to come talk to you. So I will be there to talk to you at every one of the touring races. Don't worry. I'll have Allie there. She'll be doing some PR stuff. She might make you do some dances for what's that called? TikTok. You might have to do some TikTok dances with Allie, some interviews that we can run on this show. Rusty always knows how to find me. No doubt Rusty will find me in the pit area if he needed me.
For sure.
So, Rusty's got like a Joe tracking device or something that he can always find me with right when he needs to.
Get Kendall 604 and we'll put him on the TikTok too.
What is that supposed to mean?
He says Joe doesn't talk to people like us, Hayden. That's what it means. Maida.
Robert says he just hunts me down. That's pretty much what you got to do.
You don't know how many people come up to the trailer on race night. Where's Joe? We don't know. If you don't know, we don't know. Where's Joe? I don't know.
Wasn't my turn
20 minutes ago.
Wasn't my turn to watch it, right? And usually I leave with the intention I'm going to talk to everybody in the pit area that's there with us. But here's what happens. I get to the first person I know that's racing with. Usually it's somebody that is racing with us at least, but I get to the first person, and the first person I come to talks to me from then until driver's meeting time, and I've only talked to one person in all the pit area.
And then we're just like, sometimes we have crises, and we're like, where's Joe? Well, nobody knows.
Sometimes we get to driver's meeting time and somebody's still got me held up and I'm late to driver's meeting. Hey, speaking of which, we got our air cleaners in from
Hammond
Motorsports. They are sharp. All right, where we at? Maida watched Hayden run a good show. Her and Chris were in the stands. I only got Maida. I was so busy. Maida was there, and I kept coming in and out, and I got to talk to her for about 30 seconds. And that was about it. So that was about the extent of my talking to Maida. There you go, Robert.
Yeah.
I'm going to have Allie, since she's a PR person, follow me around with a calendar this year and set up times. Set up times for the times that people can schedule in to talk to me. So that sounds like a great job for the PR person.
That's not PR. That's a personal assistant. That's PA.
Oh, PA.
Yeah, I'm not an assistant. If anything, you're going to follow me and hold my camera while I have the mic.
I probably will be holding the camera while we're doing interviews for the show. I'm not going to lie there. That's probably what I'm going to be doing with you and your tiny mic.
Yeah.
And people are going to make fun of it.
I don't care. That's the point.
And it will be great.
Yes. 2022, I'm so excited. It's going to be awesome.
What am I going to do with opening weekend without you there? Am I going to hold the camera and interview them? Maybe I'll do this, some selfie stuff, and we'll just interview while the camera facing on us while I'm holding it. I'll have some great interviews for opening night, Allie.
That's how I had to do it at PRI.
Well, you had Jesse and Jesse with you.
Yeah, I didn't think about it though. And Jesse Raines, you took Jesse Raines, and Jesse Raines isn't going to be doing that. He'd be like, no. I almost had an accident. I almost died this week.
Well, you said you didn't have the flu, but you were on your deathbed.
Yeah, I was dying.
Or did you die another way?
I almost died. I played shortstop during our game on Saturday.
Did you win? Yeah, you won.
Yeah, we won.
Did you crush them?
The first game we beat them 5-2, and then the second game we beat them 9-1.
That's pretty good. Robert, if you're talking about your wife, she does an awesome job. She loves to watch you race. There's no doubt. There's your mom. I wonder where she's been. I was asking you about you earlier because you weren't here with us, and I was concerned. I had genuine concern.
My mom was genuinely concerned about me being sick. Don't let her play on here. I called her, and I don't cry, but I was crying, and I felt really bad. The whole team went to Zaxby's, and I was on the bus, and I was sick, and I didn't feel like getting off the bus. I called her, and I was like freaking out because I kept coughing and coughing and coughing and coughing. I felt like I couldn't breathe, and I called her, and she was like, "You sound really bad."
Then why is she saying? Why is she saying you're being dramatic? I feel like
maybe she's playing both sides.
Oh, is that what you think happened?
Yeah.
So
she's a great mama, though. I miss you, Mom. And then there she is.
We did. I did ask where you were when we started the blooper segment because I hadn't heard from you. So, Allie always brags because you're on here watching. So,
yeah, I did ask my coach to take me out of the game.
Oh, did you leave the game the other night or other day?
Last Wednesday, I told my coach to put somebody else in because I was really feeling bad.
Man,
I was like, Coach, I'm gonna have to. It was 68 degrees outside, and I'm standing here like this, freezing at third base.
You're lucky you didn't make the whole team sick. You're lucky that everybody's in Florida and not at home sick. You took a big chance.
Well, I wasn't running a fever that morning, and then during the game, I was
obviously running a fever.
Yeah, but I stayed away from everybody. I just sat on the bench and was like, had a coat on.
There's the rest of your
Kingsport. Maybe it's in Kingsport. I didn't know that.
Now your whole family's here. Everybody's here now except your dad.
And then my sister.
Oh, and your sister. She's been watching something. Yeah, you're right.
Well, hi, Mimi. I'm sorry that I'm in Florida.
I'm from Daytona.
Yeah. Live from Bike Week. Dad's in the gym.
Well, so West Virginia Motorsports Day. I still didn't talk much about it other than I have to get up early. Yeah. So the West Virginia Motorsports Committee, which I am a member of, a sitting member, I think that's what it's called, appointed by the state, is putting on a day at the Capitol in the Rotunda tomorrow. So if any of my West Virginia friends are here, I was going to say family. If any of the West Virginia family's here, come on up to the Capitol tomorrow. I think we're going to be set up from about 8 till noon in the upper Rotunda. So it should be a great time. Senators and everybody will be there. So Kobe, it's good to have you here from G-Town. Not sure where G-Town is, but it's good to have you with us tonight, Kobe. I think you're one we're going to see a little bit more this year. But West Virginia Motorsports Day is tomorrow. Very early day.
Are you a member of the committee?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm a sitting member of the West Virginia Motorsports Committee. So, we're trying to bring...
He's a political man.
Political man, yeah. We're trying to bring some...
Someone shooting.
The Pew Pew man is here. Hey, Shooty. I guess we'll see you in a few weeks at I-75.
You need to change your profile picture to this instead
of... Rusty, our whole state is Republican, so I don't think we can really get him anymore. Kobe's going to hit some races this year. Good to have that. But anyways, West Virginia Motorsports Day, the committee, we're trying to bring awareness to the state about the tourism that motorsports brings in. Guys like Rusty Webb, if it weren't for the American All-Star Series, wouldn't be in West Virginia. I mean, just plain and simple, he wouldn't be here. So that's what we're trying to show, trying to bring in some info and just share some knowledge about the tourism the state promotes, and maybe raise some awareness about what we do. There's tracks, there's a couple series going to be there. It should be a really great time to bring some stuff in. So really excited about that, and I think it'll be a great time, and hopefully like I said, we can raise some awareness for the series and for motorsports in general.
There's a lot of drivers in West Virginia, and there's a lot of loyal fans for racing in West Virginia. So I think that is great what you're doing, Joe.
I definitely appreciate it, and with some future plans, hopefully you can help promote this thing next year.
Yeah. We gotta get that sorted out.
Well, that's right, we do. So, Allie, we got anybody else wants to talk any smack or tell us how bad we did tonight or anything like that?
While we're waiting on more comments, if anybody has anything else before we get off here for the night. Next week, we're joined by the 2021 winner of the oldest crate race in the country, the Pro Late Model National winner, Ricky Green. He'll be joining us next week for Off the Dirt of episode 10.
This could be a crazy show. I don't know if our viewers know Ricky, but if you don't, he's a big awesome person. He's a big personality, for sure. As a very big personality, I think this show next week will be fun. Had a lot of fun with AJ Hicks tonight. Got to know a little bit of information that we didn't really know previously about AJ as well.
Yeah, and Ricky, if you see him like at the track, you wouldn't think that he had the personality he does because he kind of keeps himself composed. But once you're talking to him personally, it's out there.
Post race,
yeah,
he is loaded and ready for bear because he's held that personality in through the whole night.
Yeah, and he loves the mini microphone.
He does love your mini microphone. I feel like you will probably interview him a lot, even if it's stuff you don't use, just so he gets to use the mini microphone this season.
Yeah. But, Joe, any closing thoughts before we end tonight's show?
Just to really looking forward to the 2022 season. I got the itch this past weekend being at Smoky Mountain. Got a busy weekend ahead with some stuff we're working on. Really excited to get going on that. Some secret stuff that we'll be announcing sometime. Probably, it's more than likely going to happen beginning to mid-April.
Mm-hmm. And it's going to be amazing to have that finally announced. And we're working our butts off. Really, we really are. And we'll be working a lot this weekend with some stuff going for the series as well.
Oh, we got 3 comments. Came over here to close things down. Sorry, Al, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Here, I can click them.
Okay.
I'm going crazy. I can't wait. I'm going to probably get my dose this weekend at Kendall's test, but it's going to be fun.
Hayden says he's pumped and can't wait to get the series started. It has a potential to be really big year. Yeah, it does. I agree, Hayden. Really excited about some stuff we've got going on. And not only for us, but, I mean, you've got a great ride with a great team owner, and I think it could be a huge year for you as well. Oh, no. Allie has left the building. I figured with her being not at her dorm, we might not have this tonight, but it did happen. But Hayden, excited to have you on the tour and get to know you better this season. I know you some from our chats, but Allie's back. Don't worry. No fear. Allie's here.
He does it every week.
I said while you were gone that I thought maybe with you not being in a dorm, it wouldn't happen this week, but never fails. It happens.
Yeah, I need to hit.
Just homer. Just get a homer.
I
Grand
did, and it
slam.
didn't count.
Is it called a grand slam in softball too?
Not a gram slam. It's
Grand slam. I said grand. My words didn't come out right.
A gram slam.
And your sisters joined us. The whole family. Getting the whole family together. The whole band together tonight.
Ashley played yesterday and got her team. Yeah, so she got a hit. She got put in as pinch hitter and got a hit and won the game for their team. So
that's awesome. Congratulations, Ashley. Keep up the good work, guys. I mean, get you.
I really did.
Allie, get a grand slam while it's pretty.
If I don't want a grand something to hit. I just want to hit a ball. Because I wasn't trying to hit a home run.
Do that thing where you get all three in one game, where you single, double, triple.
It's all four.
All four. That is four things. And grand slam. You're right. That's four things.
It's not a grand slam. It's a home run.
No, you want a grand slam because that's when bases are loaded.
Yeah,
and you hit a home run.
It's called the cycle. If you get a single, double, triple, and a home run in the same game.
And the home run needs to be a grand slam. Just make it. I mean, okay. Just like AJ was talking earlier, just make it, go all out.
Like, hey, can you guys put runners on at every base?
That's right. You're welcome, Ashley. Again, I saw that article earlier, so congratulations there. All right, Allie. I think we've covered literally everything tonight.
I'm going to say this because it's the blooper segment, so who cares? But we had a really crappy rehearsal yesterday.
We did have a very bad rehearsal.
My internet wasn't working. My team was with me, so it was kind of loud. We pretty much only went through 50% of what we were supposed to do tonight on the show, and we still did a great job.
Yeah, I don't like it when we don't rehearse because usually full-blown rehearsal nights are our very best nights. But tonight was better than some, not the best, but better than some that we have done previously for sure. We're 9 episodes in. That means it's over 2 months old now, Allie.
We need to make a layover or something next week and put episode thing.
All right, you work on that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good job for you. You're frozen with your hands up in the air. All right, you're back now. You were frozen like this. It was epic. All right. Allie.
Join us next week on Monday for episode 10 of Off the Dirt with Allie and Joe, presented by M&M Septic Services, as we are joined with Ricky Green, the winner of the oldest crate race in the country, the Pro Late Model Nationals in 2021 with the American All-Star Series. So join us next Monday. But as for now, that is all the dirt for Off the Dirt with Allie and Joe. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.